Hi folks, not that long ago I had a urge to own lots of lightsaber toys, and I found these little basically blind bags at Walmart, and it's a little constructible lightsaber toy where you can it comes with a bunch of little pieces, and you can basically put together very basic no sounds, one color, just a little tiny LED light lightsaber. And now the problem I had with these is that each one comes in this blind bag. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different ones you can get, and they're a little expensive, somewhere around $7 or $8. And I don't have any interest in buying any repeats, and I certainly don't. I wanted to also make sure I got the ones that I wanted, and like I said, I certainly don't want any repeats. So I started off initially looking to see if there was a code on the bag. There does seem to be one written on the bottom there, and but there doesn't seem to be just documented what those codes are, and that's why I was going to make this little video. I can only document 3 codes, and maybe other people can document the others. I have 3 of these. I opened this one up earlier, and I threw away its packaging. So this is obviously the Darth Vader bag, which looks like this guy. So I don't have the code for that one, but we'll get started. I've already kind of opened this one to confirm. So at the store, I very tediously tried to figure out which one was in each of these by squeezing the packaging. And to give you a good sense of how all this actually works, inside here is a package that you can't feel this side because this is a kind of a rigid plastic. So you can't squeeze this side. And then on this side, they put paper. So when you are trying to squeeze around in there through the bag, you can't actually touch the parts to find out what's in there. So I ended up doing is just kind of, through the plastic bag, I actually ended up shoving this to the side, and I was looking to find some T-shaped thing to identify Kylo Ren's hilt, and then I found these 2 little things through the packaging, and I was pretty confident I had Kylo Ren's hilt, and sure enough, I opened it up, and it was the Kylo Ren one. So let's start with that. I'll real quickly, this is its original bag that it came in, and I'll bring this up to the camera, and I know that you guys won't be able to read it, but I'll read it out loud. The code for this one is 25219CP, and it's kind of stamped into the plastic by some gizmo that actually dents the plastic right there. So it's not printed on, it's actually stamped on by some other mechanism. I have noticed that these codes are different for each of the packages that I have, so we'll have to hope that these codes could possibly, for other people, identify which one's in it. So that code of 25219CP correlated to my Kylo Ren hilt, or Kylo Ren lightsaber. Sorry, it's out of focus. So that was that one. I'm going to quickly go into the others. I'm not necessarily trying to do a little open boxing thing here, but I pushed the paper to the side here. You can see it blipped up. This one's got a code. I haven't even opened this one up yet. I'll have to read that code in a second when I get it out of here. We'll quickly get into these things. Throw away the junk. And as I was hoping, this is what I think I was aiming to get Rey's and Luke Skywalker, so we'll hope that that one's Luke, based on this my little feeling technique. So sure enough, this is Rey's lightsaber. I think I can prove it by, yep, it's blue. And of course, I recognize the hilt. So this is Rey's. So let's see, what was the code that correlated to Rey's lightsaber? As I said before, I really doubt that anybody will be able to read this, so I will read it out loud. Man alive, I can barely read it. It ends in a 19CP, again, but it has a 7 in it, so it's like 719CP. I'll try to print the number once I actually identify it onto the screen. So I will do my best to actually print the number on it. So we've got Kylo's, Rey's. I have their packages here with their numbers. And now we'll open up the last one. I was aiming for Luke's. I was feeling around. We'll quickly get into Luke's. Hopefully it's Luke's. Let's see if I'm wrong. Oh. It is Luke Skywalker's lightsaber. So perfect. So I managed, I believe, yes, I did successfully identify them through the packaging. So now we've got Luke's here. We'll put that up there. This package has the number written on it. Once again, but this one says, I think it's a 19819CP. So if I'm not mistaken, it is different than the others. Yes, the 252. So Luke's appears to have... So what I'll do here is I'll write the code for Kylo Ren's, the code for Rey's, and the code for Luke Skywalker's. I don't have the code for Darth Vader's, but if you guys go out there and anybody grabs one of these and then can confirm that these codes were consistent with the ones that they had found in the stores, that would be really neat. You can put that in comments. If you yourself have opened up a couple of these and you see you've gotten different ones and you've identified what code was written on that bag, throw that in the comments so we can all start sharing the codes on these and have a better chance of getting the ones we're aiming for. These things also are, they're pretty simple. The LED's pretty weak. I was actually contemplating replacing the LEDs in them to get a nice brighter lightsaber. I thought the little pamphlet that came with was kind of neat. It tries to tell you how lightsabers work. It gives you this really glorious picture of a wonderful movie prop level lightsaber with the crystal inside. These don't have any sort of crystal. That'd been really neat if there was a fake crystal in it. Shows you a little diagram. What's also interesting is on the back, it in some attempt to appear educational, these tell you a little bit about lasers, visible light spectrum, some sort of test that you can shoot some light through water and see the beam if you add milk to the water, and a little bit about the electromagnetic spectrum. So it was a very entry-level attempt to make them educational. I thought it was kind of cute. At least at the very least, it's very colorful. How it relates to Star Wars is questionable, but I thought it was neat. So once again, I'll put the code here for Kylo Ren's hilt, the code that I got for Rey's hilt, and the code for Luke Skywalker's hilt. I, once again, don't have the code for my Darth Vader because I threw it away. But you guys have fun. Throw things in comments. Share. Have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.